Just an IRS situation. Listen, a lot of y'all don't understand how this shit work because y'all not on that tax bracket, right? What happened was that I didn't report my taxes for 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Those years, I done paid $6 million, $2 million in 2018, $1.3 million 2019. For the year of 2020, I'm at 1.8 million. Over $6 million went to the IRS. Like I said, when you make over a certain amount of money, I think they tax you in the state of New York.
It seems that 6IX9INE, the controversial rapper, is really in financial trouble this time, and the IRS is not giving him any break. The tax authorities recently raided his house and took all his expensive jewelry to auction off. But that's not all. They even decided to put his house up for sale. At this point, 6IX9INE completely lost it and started acting out online. In fact, his signature flashy wigs weren't spared either. Those went up for auction as well, and the moment they were posted, fans were quick to snatch them up. But as embarrassing as that is, it didn't stop 6IX9INE from getting online and mocking his fans. He had the nerve to call them broke while his own face was plastered all over the IRS's website. It's hard to make sense of, but that's exactly what he did. In case you're wondering why the IRS is going after him, it's because 6IX9INE hasn't paid his taxes in 4 years. Yes, you read that right. He thought he could get away with not paying any taxes for years without facing consequences. The IRS doesn't forget, though, and they will come after anyone who tries to dodge them, no matter how famous or rich they think they are. 6IX9INE learned this lesson the hard way when they posted his jewelry for sale, and it sold out almost instantly. The items weren't cheap either. His famous Bruce the Shark diamond pendant was listed for over $2 million, and despite having a few cracks, it was still in demand. It's clear that 6IX9INE was humiliated by the whole ordeal. But of course, he wasn't just going to sit there quietly. He took to Instagram to explain why the IRS was selling his things. He claimed that they broke into his house while he was away in the Dominican Republic and took all his stuff. He said they thought they would find cash in his safe, but all they found was jewelry, so they sold it off. But the explanation didn't end there.
Just an IRS situation. Listen, a lot of y'all don't understand how this work because y'all not on that tax bracket, right? What happened was that I didn't report my taxes for 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Those years, I done paid $6 million, $2 million in 2018, $1.3 million 2019. For the year of 2020, I'm at 1.8 million. Over $6 million went to the IRS. Like I said, when you make over a certain amount of money, I think they tax you in the state of New York 54%. Biden was trying to raise it to 62% in the state of New York and California. So I moved out of New York to Florida, where it has different tax laws. Long story short, thank God we have Donald Trump, who's now the president, who's gonna change a lot of tax laws, because what they do is, like I said, I got an open case right now, so I don't want to talk bad about the IRS, but I quote my president, Donald Trump, these people belong at the border. They just a big gang that comes after your income and everything. So listen, this is not no Airbnb. This is not an Airbnb. This is my house. This is how I really live. Done.
That's a fact.
And bitches who know us, listen, you could be a hater. It's cool. Just remember, you got to pay rent on the first. What's today? Oh, y'all got to pay rent. Listen, you got to pay rent tomorrow. Look at me. Y'all got to pay rent tomorrow. So it's cool to hate, but remember, you got to clock in at 9 a.m. You got to clock in at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You got to clock out at 5 p.m.
According to 6IX9INE, the IRS wasn't selling his stuff because he didn't pay his taxes. He said they were selling it because he hadn't reported his income for 4 years. When he finally tried to file his taxes, he couldn't because of some immigration issues in the Dominican Republic that kept him from leaving for 8 months. He even posted pictures of stacks of cash on Instagram with the caption, "This is why the feds did the raid. They thought there was money in my safe, but it was only jewelry." He continued to say that the IRS saw him as someone who was running and hiding in the Dominican Republic, when in reality, he just couldn't leave because of his legal issues. Of course, no one really believed his story. and they had every right not to, given his track record.
Yo, Wax, 6ix9ine broke or nah?
Yeah, he broke as a mother. 6ix9ine ain't got nothing, man. Over there doing bad, bro. I had to send it $20 for some gas, man. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was telling the people ain't nothing we can really do for you right now. Because broke, bro, is terrible, man. Like, sad thing to see such a talented young man.
Back in 2022, 6IX9INE himself admitted in court that he was broke. He said he didn't even have enough money to pay his lawyer, and he wasn't receiving any royalties from his merchandise deals either. He was dropped from his merchandise contract just before he was arrested, which only made his financial situation worse. He told the court that he was struggling to make ends meet and didn't know if he would ever get back to making the kind of money he used to make before his arrest. He even admitted that his royalty accounts were frozen, and he was facing financial ruin, which would hurt his family members who relied on him. To make things even more complicated, 6IX9INE's financial troubles aren't just about taxes. In 2021, he was involved in a lawsuit with a stripper who accused him of hitting her in the head with a bottle of champagne. According to court documents, the judge ordered him to pay nearly $10 million in damages. The judge even ordered for 6IX9INE's assets to be sold, including his luxury car, a Rolls-Royce, and his mansion in Florida, to cover the damages. The judge didn't care that 6IX9INE might have to sell everything he owned to pay off the debt. The stripper deserved her $10 million, and the court made sure 6IX9INE knew it. But the drama doesn't stop there. One of 6IX9INE's former business partners spilled the tea about why they fell out. Surprise, surprise, it had to do with money. This former friend revealed that 6IX9INE had called him for help in getting some cash so he could set up a content house and buy expensive Birkin bags for his side chicks, just to make his girlfriend jealous. The friend managed to get 6IX9INE $692 million, which he planned to use to stream video games online. But it didn't take long before 6IX9INE blew through all that money and ended up right back in his broke situation. This guy has no sense of responsibility. His priority was to spend thousands on luxury items for women to make his ex-girlfriend jealous, even though he was struggling financially. It gets worse. 6IX9INE's former manager, Wack100, revealed even more shocking details. He went on The Breakfast Club and revealed that 6IX9INE was even broker than people realized.
So what happened between you and 6ix9ine?
Oh yeah, we talked about.
Because there's dummy vapes on the thing.
Yeah, dude.
So are you mad about that? Should we throw him off the ship, or?
I am mad about that. I mean, dude, it's alright. So I got him a deal, right? To play video games.
Rumble.
Once a week. For an hour.
Damn.
$2 million up front, and he just doesn't do anything.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's pretty much that simple. But it's the fact that he had no money at the time, and he needed money to he breaks up with his girlfriend, and he needs money to buy Birkin bags for all these black chicks and give away money to make his girlfriend jealous. That's literally like the factual story. I need money right now. I have no money, and I got to make my ex-girlfriend jealous by trying to have sex with all her friends. That's what happened. And he just bro, he told the company, I need $2 million up front so I can buy a content house.
Damn.
And they believed him, dude. The guy's an idiot.
Wack said that 6IX9INE couldn't even afford gas for his car. Yes, you read that right. The same guy who used to flaunt all his cash couldn't even put gas in his car. The most ironic part? A year earlier, Wack had claimed that 6IX9INE had over $43 million worth of businesses. But after their fallout, Wack came clean and revealed the truth about 6IX9INE's finances. Turns out, 6IX9INE wasn't anywhere near as rich as he claimed to be. Some people online have pointed out something interesting. They've noticed that 6IX9INE's assets are mostly jewelry, not real estate, businesses, or investments. He doesn't have any properties or stocks, just a bunch of flashy jewelry and a few cars. People who understand wealth have been quick to say that this is why billionaires don't waste their money on jewelry or luxury clothes. those things lose value over time. Jewelry, especially customized pieces, doesn't hold its worth, and cars depreciate the moment you drive them off the lot. It's honestly quite sad when you think about it. Others online have expressed their frustration with 6IX9INE. Some have pointed out how disrespectful he's been to people, including mocking deceased individuals and going after his enemies. They feel that his downfall is well-deserved, considering how much harm he's caused to others over the years. For many people, watching 6IX9INE's financial collapse is a form of justice. Now, the question remains, what do you think about 6IX9INE's situation? Do you think the IRS will let him off the hook anytime soon? Or is he really facing the consequences of his actions? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to check out this other messy video for even more drama. In conclusion, 6IX9INE is a perfect example of someone who made poor financial decisions and is now paying the price. He thought he could get away with not paying taxes for years, and now he's learning the hard way that the IRS doesn't take kindly to tax evasion. His luxury lifestyle, full of jewelry and expensive cars, has turned into a cautionary tale. And now, he has to face the consequences. The question is, will he learn from this experience, or will he continue down the same path? Only time will tell, but for now, his financial struggles are out in the open for everyone to see.